Okay, welcome back to Tran Win State of Decay, Lifeline. I gave the computer a fresh boot, but unfortunately I accidentally opened Vegas on the way into the game. Not quite sure what this car is doing over here. Just going to chuck it over this corner. Right next to this hiding zombie who thinks I don't notice. So we're going to let Hawks rest for a bit. What we can do is, let's see here. I guess after I finish researching pipe bombs, I can put out a call for survivors. So I don't know what exactly freezes my computer, but it tends to be if I ever have Firefox and Chrome, or Firefox and Vegas running at the same time. Sometimes it's just Chrome, but it generally seems to be Flash related.
Sir, we've located Army personnel in need of assistance. Transmitting coordinates now.
So all the cars are nicely tucked to the side too. So I looked at the times. I started the gameplay about 10 o'clock, and then I reached Black Friday about, let's say, 10:50. Move this a little more. And then I searched the Danforth until about 1:50. Then I rebooted the computer after returning to home base, and the time is now 2:20. Like, it's vastly easier to drive this road once all the cars are out of the way. It just takes a long time. Now, if you ever do the high-value asset target, before all missions on the map will pretty much be cleansed.
Doghouse actual to Greyhound 1. Come in.
This is Greyhound 1. We've fortified our position at the LZ. New outpost uses call sign Black Friday.
All right, Black Friday. You've got new orders. I'm putting together a list of people who work with Dr. Horn. People who knew his research and might be able to make a difference. If
I made it before I triggered the high value mission. That was them right there.
She's a surgeon at University Medical. She was being ground evac'd on the other side of town, but the way the highways are jammed up, we think she's stranded. Get to her last known location, track her down, and bring her in. Doghouse out.
What's your status?
We're all that's left of our unit. We could use some orders, sir.
Like, I should realistically be able to do both missions. But the game, unfortunately, can only track one mission at a time. But really, I have room for more people in my... See, I just gotta pass them up right now. Might be fast. The game says it's faster to go this way. Not if I take that road. Now, I could ignore the Kilo event, and he'll actually stay alive, and then he will become a friend or an officer you can control. And then in Lifeline, they're called officers. That means that they have discretionary... They're allowed to exercise discretion or use their judgment, which basically means you can control them. So they're labeled officers instead of friends. So I think that's a really nice touch, by the way. So you don't actually have to do the Kilo mission, but I am going to go ahead and do it so that you can see it.
All right, this ain't the Hilton. Secure your trash and see ops for your duty assignments.
Ready when you are.
I don't know how I can get serial monogamous when it's the first time I'm using.
Shouldn't we be out there doing something?
You see, the first achievement you saw, that's for recruiting or for having someone to help you. For using influence to hire a friend for the first time. Serial monogamous means you've done it like 10 times? Now, this one is a unique high-value asset mission. It's always this one first, and when you bring them back to base, it becomes a siege immediately. So it pays off, if you're doing speedrun, to do that as soon as possible. Kilo will be fine. And you'll still get him to be an officer. Now in Lifeline, they do a lot better job sticking around. I'm not entirely sure they'll stick around for every mission, but in general they do stick around for missions.
All clear.
Ma'am, check this place out. There's a ton of stuff we could use back at the base. The only problem is, loading it up will make a lot of noise.
Get started. Sooner we pack it up, the sooner we can move out. Don't worry, I've got your back.
Sir, did Colonel Peel really suggest we start securing weapons from every corpse? Because nobody's eager to go around examining bodies that might sit up and bite.
Dr. Horn found a weapon easily enough.
You're right, ma'am. That's on me.
This isn't on anyone. Just be careful. We can't lose track of anything in a scenario like this. Least of all weapons.
Roger that.
Okay, I think that's all we should carry in one trip.
Heads up, Zed's on your 6.
Kilo, did you ever get through to your wife?
No, ma'am. It's like all of Hawaii when it fell off the map.
It's too early to jump to any conclusions, Sergeant.
Roger that. I know she'll keep the kids safe, but they're shutting down all the ports, all the airlines. What happens when I need to get home?
We get through this. I think we could find room on a military transport for one badass NCO.
I'd appreciate that, ma'am.
No influence. Now, the game does pass time, or the game does simulate time passing whenever a siege is completed. So, it's not hopeless. You might be able to get a person to get unsick, but in many of my playthroughs, anybody who gets sick stays sick, no matter what I do. It isn't catastrophic, but it is a little annoying, especially if it's like getting other people sick.
Feels good to be done.
I've found what we needed.
I probably won't play her for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and give her a heavy weapon and a grenade launcher. I can always switch to her if I'm about to do a siege, if I needed to use her. What is her mood anyways? It's nervous, so I'll need to make her bring in some supplies at some point. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to bring that along. You might be are you max shooting? No, you're not. Okay, yeah. So yeah, having them around when you complete a siege will give you a lot of trust. Which is the original game's version of, or which is the original game's unit of measurement for friendship. It probably shouldn't be trust, although I suppose you can consider it trust for being an officer. You know, trusting your judgment. See, this is really easy driving once you've moved all the cars like I had. That's just how particular I am.
Hey! Are you here for us?
We have a medevac down the road. We're looking for Dr. Julene Horn, Thomas Horn's wife.
Ex-wife. Ugh, like it matters. Yes, please, get us out of here. So this is about Tom?
I'm sorry, Dr. Horn. Your husband is dead.
Ex-husband. Oh. Oh, God.
The brass thought you might know something about his research? Something that could help us?
I'm a surgeon. I didn't have time to listen to Tom's obsessive theories. He practically papered our house with... Oh, crap. You don't want me. You want his notes. The house isn't too far from here. I'll show you where to go.
If you should happen to clear the house in advance and, say, set an outpost on top of it, you just end up going to another house and another house nearby. Basically, it just keeps taking over nearby houses until it tries to take over nearby houses until it can settle down. But the AI doesn't recognize it. They're just told their command says just go attack that house. So it may break the game, but not in a good way. Now this is actually a kind of a tough mission, so I probably shouldn't have brought Kilo for this. So what we'll go ahead and do is I'll load up on weapons. You can also try throwing an artillery strike on top of them. Now that wasn't an artillery strike, that was just a horde walking too close into the... outpost thing.
Hostile targets.
That was my last shot.
Now, this isn't the way you're actually supposed to do it. You're supposed to run up to the house, trigger the zombies, and then chase after the civilians as they try to get themselves killed. Instead, I'm bringing all the zombies to me, and I control the situation. Now, the civilians tend to die very easily, so you have to act fast. carry some things like Molotovs or something, and then just throw it at the civilian. You could end up killing them with it. You actually can. It's just doesn't. But it is generally safer than not doing it. Now, was that really loud? Yes, it was. But imagine me trying to fight this when the AI is running away from me.
It's down. Finish it.
Now, if it got too bad, I could just like run up to the house and it'll despawn all the zombies next to me because it wants to do a cutscene. It's not very effective. Doesn't even get that zombie over there to come here. Now I see a juggernaut in the distance. That's pretty useless. Like, just getting in a car is worth way more than that for distracting the enemy. Alright, that should be enough. So by walking up here...
Don't tell me. That's your house?
I didn't invite those people.
Hey, I can help clear them out. I'm in the reserves. Trained at Fort Sam Houston.
Outstanding. Dr. Horn, hang back for now. We've got this.
That's what I mean, they're really weak. So just throw yourself in harm's way, and I'm not kidding when I say that.
I think I know where I stuck his notes. How many times did I tell him to clean out his crap?
Search fast, all right? I want to make it out alive.
Now, you could bring some snacks too and you wouldn't go through what I did, but I brought an LMG. So if I was particularly worried, I would just start shooting.
Nice.
I don't know what this damaged bug is, but it's not actually damaged, I just got it.
Enemy targets acquired. Contact. Hostile targets.
Got him. We're good.
Greyhound 1 to Black Friday. We're en route with Dr. Horn. Let Doghouse know we're ready for extraction.
Roger that, Greyhound 1. Might want to hurry back. We're seeing a lot of movement around here.
Why would that make us want to hurry back? Hostile targets.
The safest thing to do is set mines ahead of time, which is really funny. They're always on the porch and on the intersection of the hallway.
Contact.
Now that lady in the neon green shirt, she's actually a soldier, so she can actually survive a hit or two. Oops.
Finish it up.
Let's head on to my outpost in the area. Prepare for a siege. Hopefully I can switch off of Kilo, but I don't think I can, so I probably pick... But, I mean, I did equip 2 people in my army with grenade launchers, so I am at an advantage, technically. Any jumps like that will just be inventory management.
This is Black Friday. We have a visual on you now. You better double time it back to base. We have a situation developing here.
Doctor, keep away from the gates, but stay where I can see you, all right? You get in trouble, I want to know about it.
Sir, we've set up a watchtower where you can see the whole perimeter.
Good. We'll need more firepower than we have on hand. I'll take that position and call in fire support.
Nope. It's fine. Now, if you gave your AI grenade launchers, they don't consume grenades, so... And I know this is a pistol, it's not that great at range. That's not the grenade launcher, those are just random mines. That's probably the grenade launcher. So even though if I'm hitting him in the head like this,
Got a feral out there.
that Pharaoh just got toasted.
Last shot.
I'm not really trying to help that much. I'm just actually trying to use up these bullets. Achievement unlocked, the Surgeon.
Black Friday to Doghouse. We have Julene Horn in the air with a stack of her husband's notes.
Roger that, Black Friday. Better than we hoped for. Hold your position, wait for the next name on the list.
Roger that, sir.
You've been effective enough that I'm allocating some assets to back you up. Drone recon, airstrikes, they're standing by for you. Doghouse out.
Sir, you may want to hear this. I picked it up over the radio.
Hello, everybody. This is Vienna Cho, the last voice of Danforth. If you're listening, I'm here to help you survive. In case you didn't notice, the army pulled out of the city hours ago. They finally found a problem they couldn't kill, so they ran away. But you know what? I've got a police scanner, a ham radio, and a satellite phone. So if you're stuck, get me on the line and I'll get the word out. Together, we'll get out of here alive.
You know, if we're close to one of her people, we might be able to bring him in.
So this was the guy that was following me, so now he is an officer because he was following me. Everybody that becomes an officer, I'm just gonna give him a grenade launcher and keep moving, or keep growing my army. But yeah, you definitely want to get rid of anyone. You definitely want to remove any grenade launchers. That's a little too close. If your vehicles are too close right there, they may start toppling over. Hordes tend not to detonate immediately if they're currently engaging with you. So if you can disengage from them, that'll then allow them to get toasted by your outpost. I seem to have been not being able to accelerate for some reason. So I had to look to see if I had tires. So really, there's nothing for me to do at this moment, except, you know, just scavenge or something until some missions start cropping. Although I suppose if I haven't done it yet.
I have new orders for our search teams. Locate stranded Army personnel and bring them back to base.
AI tend to be invincible until they get, like, near you. So if you were climbing a building and they're just standing at the bottom of the tower, they won't actually get mauled to death or anything, which is good for you. But they won't attack either.
Nice.
Now I switched to weapons like that just so I can use up their ammo. Then get shooting points for it.
No ammo.
Now I could let the zombie horde die to my outposts, which are very well placed. But hold on, I had an itch in my arm, so I lost control of the mouse. But I want my people to be happy, so I will personally take care of it. Your mood may go up when you do objectives like when you do things like bring in rucksacks or defeat hordes. So I'm gonna try to race there. Let me see here. He's got a sad face. It doesn't really matter what the text says. You just want them to have a happy face. Like, overbearing is a happy face, if I remember right, some people will say it's negative, and that's fine. It's just, you, in general, just want a happy face. So let's see here. He led the way, but he's not happy yet. So I have to keep trying. I position that blue car in a better spot so that I know that this is the ramp I need to take in order to return to base. I wouldn't drive right at the gate because at least in the original version of Lifeline, or at least the first version of Lifeline that I played, it resulted in someone, the soldier dodging even though there's no way I could hit them, and then, oh, I bet that's where the black truck came from. Yeah, I had a black truck positioned right there, right in front of the helipad. But yeah, and if they dodge, they generally end up being counted as gravely wounded, or they generally end up being counted as wounded. So if you can avoid it, you should. We'll start with them. Now, hordes that aren't lit up on your map don't count for influence or morale. Car turns a little too hard when you're reversing. You generally want to hit groups of zombies with the back of your truck, so it won't do as much damage. It's another one, but...
Alright, survivors, we have our first caller. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your situation.
My family and I are holed up in a building near our house. We only made it a few blocks before they boxed us in. Please, anyone. I can't watch my family die.
This is what the Army left behind when they ran away. Now it's up to you listeners out there. We will broadcast their location until you tell us they're safe. If you've got the means, get over there and help out.
You know there ain't no civilians who can roll up on a horde and just clear it out for these people. It's us or nobody.
I agree, but it's not that simple. We have orders. We can't just extract whoever we want.
I was just getting used to these flesh-eating freaks.
Now, if I wanted some real quick influence, I suppose I could dump it into an enclave box. Look at that one. For some reason, that's an enclave. I have no idea why. It's not a soldier.
We've got company here.
Now, as far as I know, your allies' fighting skills and shooting skills don't matter if you're not controlling them. As much as I'd want it to be otherwise, it just doesn't seem to matter.
All clear.
And as counter as counter to what should be normal normal sense, it doesn't matter.
Nice. Watch the front.
Alright, how much shooting skill do I have? I have that much, okay. Under the 5th star. Doesn't seem to have changed much.
Watch the front. Watch the front. I'm out.
Yeah, I hate coming out that door because generally you can easily get jumped. Do I have anything in my trunk? I don't think I do. Okay, I should keep moving because I still have those civilians to get. And then a high value target. So you don't want to take too long trying to build up your stats or looting. What I'll probably do is I'll switch to Hawks real fast to rescue the civilian. I'll probably drop a grenade launcher off for a moment. She has focus aim, which will allow me to slow down time and really mow down any zombies attacking the civilian. Now, at least in the original version of the game, if you don't get too close to the civilian, they can defend themselves without getting killed. Or once you get a little close to them, they can die, so they'll get downed and then get eaten. So there's the blue car, so I know I should take this off ramp.
All right, this ain't the Hilton. Secure your trash and see ops for your duty assignments.
I'm not sure if fire can kill them. So what I'll do is I'll switch these out for all fire.
No room for that.
Get in, dude.
I'm headed your way now.
So if I weren't doing a mission, I could take a lousy car, or I could take a lesser car, go out there, then switch character to go back to base. Now, Hawks should already be happy, so if I do kill the Horde, it's for influence.
This is Vienna Cho with an urgent cry for help. Caller, please, go ahead.
Remember when the Army was still dropping emergency supplies? Well, I've got mine right here, and I'll share them with the first human being I see. Just come and get me out of here.
So yeah, he's fighting right now, so if I do nothing, he might stand a better chance. Like if I just wait here. Now that was in the original game. He might die by me watching him from a distance, so we'll see if this actually helps. Now, who's the other guy? Right there? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get going.
All clear.
They're all dead. My family is dead. God. What's the point? What's the fucking point?
I'm with the U.S. Army. We're here to pull you out.
What, just leave them here? To be food for the...
Lower your voice. It's all we can do right now. Your family wouldn't want you to die.
So this is my life now. Whatever, let's just go.
Dude. Dude. Yeah, you can only go out and rescue one person at a time. If they make a State of Decay 3, I hope they fix that. Now, I know it's a little early to me mentioning because I haven't even played 2 yet, but since I've heard that you can't even switch characters without abandoning your mission, so it's more than you could have done before. I can't switch characters right now to a mission, but because of that, I assume that you only get one mission at a time. And since they're making you pay for gas and everything, it's something to think about as being economical.
So, when the healer drops you off at the capital, just try to lie low. We didn't exactly get permission to extract you. I'm en route to your position.
Sitrep, North Korea. North Korean officials continue to deny reports of Z outbreaks in that country. We're immune to imperialist Western disease mongers. Let's take a look at Julene Horn. I saw her up there, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything else. Kilo and I have worked together since I was a new lieutenant in Afghanistan. He's always been someone I could trust to get things done. Now that the world is falling apart, he's one of the only solid things I have left to lean on. Alright, let's get the civilians and I'll keep reading more. That should buy me enough time, because unfortunately the message, there is a message log limit, but there's also a time limit. So, if it gets to siege level 2, I probably can't run out and get those people, but if I'm sitting in the base, it's fine. Actually, it might be okay for right now. It might be better if I don't do it. You don't have to search for materials to complete a construction thing if you're in the middle of a mission. And it might be prudent for me not to begin this next mission. We'll see. I'll get near him. How about that? Then I'll keep reading after I get near him. Generally, you should search delivery trucks. There's several of them on the map that will give you a grenade launcher. Wow, I don't know if I've ever met a person that was down there. Let's take this way so I'm not too close to him. Okay, yeah, he didn't get down from that, so he's fine. Alright, so let's keep reading. The helicopter flights we're making in and out of the base are Hold on. The helicopter flights we're making in and out of the base are turning us to a beacon for the Zeds. They seem to come in waves. Once they exhaust their numbers in a major siege, we get a breather to rest and rearm before they attack again. Dr. Horn has provided us with materials that may help to reconstruct her ex-husband's research, rescued with Stephanie, a colleague at University Medical. The zombie population in the city has reached a tipping point. They're spilling out in droves now, and with all the noisy business at the base, we are a really attractive target. Julene Horn is on the way to the capital with her husband's notes. Survived the apocalypse so far. And then you get your daily thing right here. This is some random stuff. That's normal. Normal. This is all normal. Stop! Jeez!
Nice. Don't let it get up! Grab it and finish it!
That's the important part. I'm ready to move. You actually came. I can't believe it.
Believe it, and get moving. The Zeds always come back.
You can actually get a bloater to pop without it infecting your car, but it's risky to do. And I'm not quite that comfortable in car driving. I don't think anybody is super comfortable in car driving. You can basically flip your car driving on a straight road as the map loads in front of you. Now, I don't know if you get an advantage in exploring other than infestation. If you can keep the infestations down, I'm not sure what advantages you get other than infestations not appearing in places you're about to scavenge. I was waiting for him to pop out, but I'll walk him in then.
We're here. Put as many fences as you can between yourself and the Zeds. We'll try to keep you alive.
Where's those soldiers? I think it was bugged. We found a surviving soldier, Abraham Hamilton. Well, that's already... That's already this dude who's following me around the map. Oh, he's a suicide risk. I need to get him up there. Let's switch now. Hold on, before I continue, switch to that. You're using LMG. Can't switch to you. Grenade launcher. Can't switch to you. Grenade launcher. LMG. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work the first time. Alright, let's get out there and get some rucksacks or something. Let's get this guy happy.
Black Friday. I'm having trouble raising Doghouse on the radio.
Keep trying, Black Friday. We'll be under siege any minute. We're going to want air support.
I've been trying for half an hour. We've got nothing.
There's nothing for me over here. I just thought I'd come by and look at all the zombies. They don't even merit a logbook? Now, when I first saw Enclave Doghouse's collapse, I was actually a little concerned, but then I realized, oh, that's the story Enclave. Whenever I randomly honk like that, I don't know if I should really do this. Whenever I randomly honk like that, that's because my hand rested. And my mouse triggers buttons really easily, which is good. Alright, I went in there because I thought I may have left a rucksack there, but maybe I already took it.
Clear? We've got company here.
Well, I was trying to do my little gimmick where I clear the shed. And then use that to despawn all the zombies, but it's fine, I'll just kill them all.
Defender to Black Friday. I've got medevac en route for any refugees. But your unit will have to stay put.
You're in contact with HQ? Any word on who's running this show?
Doghouse is out of commission. But if you got SATCOMs, you can reach High Road out near the state capitol.
Our comms officer was lost with Greyhound 2. We haven't been able to locate his satellite gear.
This operation isn't moving until we get intel from the outside. Setting up SATCOMs at our radio post is now priority 1.
Now, generally you want to be heading back to base once it becomes siege level 2. That truck might get blown up by grenade launchers. So if I have time, I'll move it. I think I'm going to fit this truck in.
See you
Nope.
around, okay?
Contact east.
This is where I'll do all my sieges, is this building here. It's the best one. If you're doing a speed run, you generally want to avoid focus aim. Unless it's really necessary for you to make those hits. It's better for you to waste bullets. I probably shouldn't be using this because it does have a suppressor on it.
Contact north.
Now, Pharaohs, when they touch the fence, they destroy the fence instantly. So you should pay attention to them. Same thing for armored soldiers. Or you should, I mean, not that armored soldiers break the fence, but armored soldiers should get your attention too. Because your guys would just waste time shooting them. So yeah. So that's the setup I use for my soldiers. Doesn't require a whole lot of involvement from me, and I could fight more.
Can't do it.